Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ether 1 Redux. So, last time we finished going through the... let's see. Last time we went through Brimcliff Industrial, picked up the artifact, which is basically a lamp, which is actually necessary in this section. We are currently in Penville Village.
But I did tell you to be gentle in there. There's no use blaming each other, though. It's clearly no one's fault. I just hope you're okay. Now that you have the artifact, ready to press on. Our goal hasn't changed, and we best move along. You know, when I was a young doctor, there was a lot that I thought I knew, and there was little I wouldn't have done to prove myself. Ambition, something I had in abundance, it has always pushed me to the far corners of science. I'm aware that some of these procedures are a little experimental in nature, yet surely it's right to sacrifice a few for the majority.
So, Penville Village is the final area of the game. It's actually a little bit complex too. There's multiple areas you can go to. So it's also, if you miss it, it's a lot of things can be easily missed.
Mayday festivals across the region. You know what? I've never actually been to a Mayday festival.
I think this goes... Okay, that goes back to Brimcliff Industrial Center, which we don't want to avoid. In the UDK version, like I said before, you can just press X. You can actually run up to it and it will not port you, so there's that. All I'm interested in is getting the... ribbons, and that's it. So I'm not worried about anything else. So if it's not a ribbon, I could care less about it. Sometimes it might be difficult to find because they are in buildings and stuff. Adam, Elizabeth, Thomas, and Jean. What the hell?
I used to have skipping rope.
Okay.
It's the little things at first. The things that were already easy to forget.
This hall used to be filled with the sound of children laughing and playing. Innocence is such a fragile thing. I think in a way, we all end up back where we started in our minds, after enough time has passed. Anyway, something is showing on my side, though it's not quite visible yet.
A small playroom. The Grumpy Knocker.
some memories are buried deep inside and can never be forgotten.
The ringing of church bells could be heard for miles around. Weddings, funerals, or the call to Sunday service. Different occasions calling for a different melody. Did I ever tell you that my sister suffered from dementia? She was only 28 years old when she was diagnosed. I'm sure I don't tell you how incredibly rare that is. It sparked something in me, a longing to find a cure, and with that I began to focus my research on dementia. Eventually, here. Had my experiments been around at the time, I'm sure we could have prevented the inevitable. I'm sure we could have saved her. She died when she was 39. You would have liked her.
If there's actually some truth to that story, and it sounds like there might be, I don't know how the hell somebody could make that shit up. All I have to say is that does not sound good at all. Okay. I don't remember if there's ribbons in any of the houses. I think the houses are just there to, so I don't remember if you need to go into, oh yes you do apparently, okay.
Listen, whatever you may think of me, you're doing a fantastic job here, Thomas. Without you, none of this would have been possible. We wouldn't be this close. I hope that you can find it in your heart to trust me, and to believe when I say that I want to get you out of there as much as I want to save this mind.
It's me. Why is it every time I call, I seem to get the machine? I'm gonna have to assume that you're doing okay, since you never call me back. I'm gonna level with you. It's driving me crazy knowing you're in there. Call me, okay?
So, let's see. I feel like I'm forgetting a shit ton of ribbons, but I don't know why. Because I don't think you're in. I know they're not in any of the houses, because they shouldn't be. That's creepy as hell. High vibes. Supposed to be Jean's house. There's. Okay, now I'm starting to believe that.
Can I ask you something? Is this real?
I was about to ask if anything was real, but whatever. I wonder if that has something to do with the pots and pans note. I have no idea why I can go into this one. That's weird, but okay. That's just some practical life advice right there. Make sure to check the date on the milk. How many do I need? I need 3 more. Okay. 2 more.
If this restoration procedure fails, my medical career is over. The last 3 years wasted on a false hope. There'd be nothing to show for it, and above all, I feel like I would have let you down as well as myself. You know, you really do remind me of my sister. I'd like to think that if you make it through this, that we might still keep in touch, Thomas. Could that be all right?
Invisible walls.
We're getting near to completion, Thomas.
1 more.
This is the closest we've ever been to success. I'm beginning to get nervous. What if this doesn't work? Oh, please, for God's sake, be careful. I don't think I can stand you experiencing another relapse again.
Okay, so we are almost completed with collecting all 8 ribbons. I just have to find the last one. I forgot where that is. That's why you see me doing all this wandering around sometimes. Is like I'm trying to. Okay, I have no idea where the hell I am now. Now I really have no idea where the hell I am. What the? Okay. I get lost sometimes. Oh, so everything flooded. Okay, let's see. That was easy.
Well, I guess this is it. The final step. Your step. What lies on the other side is for you now and for you alone. I'll be watching, guiding. You're ready for this, and this is difficult for me to say, but I'm so proud of who you've become. No, I'm so proud of who you are.
Alright. Press Y. Now enter Pinwheel Village. I fucked it up.
Hello,
That's funny.
Thomas.
Okay. This is
Whenever
probably.
you want to resolve this final memory, I'm waiting for you.
The fuck? Okay. Let us enter. Ow, I just blinded myself. Okay. If you don't know what to take a picture of, take pictures of everything. All this person's toys being locked away are being. Are they moving? There's the ribbon on the chest. I bet this person was originally moving. It had been a kid. Because there's toys. That's why I said it had been a kid, because there's toys. But why would it... I don't think this is the real dark one. One of these is really dark. An orphanage. Oh dear God, no you did not. You were an orphan. You were adopted, or you were given up? I think it probably because it makes you think you're by yourself. You're alone. Because your belongings don't represent you. You represent yourself. There it goes. It's a little bit lighter too. And I can walk faster, okay. That made no sense. I guess just that you're an orphan? Either that or you were adopted.
Oh, we're back here. I thought that would have been it, but... Just 1 second. What the hell is going on? Yes, that's it. Not what I expected, if I'm honest, but the final hurdle hasn't yet been crossed. To think it was here all along in your case.
X.
Wait, this isn't right. I don't understand. Wait! You need to listen! I know this will be difficult, but this has always been who you are!
St. Paul's Lighthouse, and it's raining. So you're obviously in a storm. Oh, it's a bad storm. This isn't a storm. Oh no, this is about what's been happening outside my house.
You need to accept who you are. I'm not your enemy, Thomas. I'm trying to help you. The things we touch in life stay with us. Although broken and fragmented, they hold the key to remembering the way we used to be. The scent of a perfume, a little song, it all comes back. The breeze of the moment, everything not your enemy, Thomas. I'm trying to help you. It's important that you fight. You need to let go of this dream world. You need to hold on to her. You need to hold on to your memories. That's all that you have left. You need to fight this illness. I'm just a manifestation, a reinterpretation of someone who's actually trying to help you. Please, it's time.
How do you... Is this second ending?
She's waiting for you up there. Jean, at the top. At the light, where the answers you seek are waiting for you. Go! Go now! Thomas!
Can I actually move? No, I cannot. Where am I? I don't know, but I'm seeing a glitch. What the fuck?
Hello, Thomas.
What the fuck just happened?
I guess the last question to answer is, how do I fit into all of this?
I see a light. I
In
see
your memories
television.
and in your mind?
What the fuck?
They did care about
A
you,
shoe?
though, Thomas.
A
Remember your
bottle?
5th birthday
Oh.
party? She spent hours wrapping your presents and baking your cake. You watched her as she prepared everything.
Okay.
You were so excited. You knew she loved you. In fact, you never questioned that at all. The empathy of a child is a very powerful thing. It wasn't long till he was consumed by intoxication. He was warned, and still he continued. How were you meant to know he was going to go away as well? You just watched him stagger in every evening, always ensuring he got to bed and was safe. It doesn't affect everyone in the same way. He was never violent to either of you. But the soul can be crushed in other ways, and he emotionally drained you both. Too much, too young, too soon. I wanted you to come and live with us across the road. Somewhere I knew you'd be safe. All your friends from the neighborhood were here. This was the happiest day of your life. I was at your birthday
I'm
party,
walking
Thomas.
like an old man.
Sat there in the garden, you remember? You noticed me and brought me a piece of cake. Always caring. This was a normal family home once. You know that to be true. Take the birthday when you were a young boy. You were happy. A normal, happy family, together at home, living a normal, happy life. Or so a photograph would tell you from a glance. He was rotting from the inside. He was drowning from the poison in his belly. It's only then when the inevitable had reared its ugly head that he realized that he loved you, even if he never really showed it.
This is the one time you can see the inside of a fridge. It's like, wow. I'm getting goosebumps all over my body right now. I can't avoid saying much about it, but it's true. I feel I'm moving slow like an old ass man.
I also saw your mother leave that night, watching through my curtains as she drove away. I could always see your home and everything that happened inside.
Okay, if you don't know what that now, I didn't show what that's from. But if you complete Brimcliff, which does require a lot of puzzle solving, you will get that that one where basically, and I might actually show it somewhere in this. I might just cut that in. I don't know, or I might just show that separately as part of a bonus video. The Brimcliff mine. The final memory for that one. There is a core memory when you're you take a picture of like outside the window. You can see footsteps in the snow, a car door shutting, and then driving off. My best guess of that is your mother having a fight with your father, but at the same time, maybe you were adopted. I don't know.
These memories aren't happy, Thomas, but they are important. They shaped you into who you are today. They made you human. You could only think of one place that you might be safe. And it wasn't with them.
I hate to bring a Disney reference in here, but isn't that called Matilda? I don't even know if that was Disney. It may have been Touchstone, which is Disney technically.
He was always unaware, without a care in the world, lost in his own misery, unable to care for you, night after night, week after week, month after month.
So this is a very, very, very dark game. Can be dark at times. I will show you the Brimcliff as a bonus video most likely. But let's go ahead and click this, like this now.
That running away was the best thing to do. You didn't know who was taking you away or where. A lost soul, a sea of uncertainty. Frightened and scared. You know, you were a wonderful artist. Yet, these memories are all yours. Everyone experienced from your life. Some of them we were together and others only you experienced. Lost in your own illness, your mind fought to save as much as it possibly could by creating this confused world of fantasy and reality. These core memories from your childhood,
It's hard
they
to watch.
made you who you are today, traumatic as they are. But it truly was the only way that you could understand who you are as an individual. You're being treated with validation therapy, and you're struggling to feel alive. Sat in that leather chair, in that care home, day in, day out.
Oh wow, all the windows got blown out.
That was the last time I saw you for a very long time. But it wasn't the last time I held your hand. I always wanted to find you, and I did. I did find you. All those years later. It's time we face this. Please, Thomas, sit down.
The door just disappeared.
I glitched it. I glitched it good. What the fuck is
Mr.
going
Fletcher?
on now?
Mr. Fletcher? Thomas? Hello, it's me, Dr. Edmonds. You want me to sit? Okay, let me just grab a chair. I've bought 2 of your favorite things today. Sorry, what was that, Thomas? Of course I'll hold your hand. Would you like to see what I've bought you? Let's look at this one first. I think it'll mean a lot to you. Oh, Thomas. Oh, let me wipe those tears. Does this lamp mean something? Of course. Of course you can. Here. Did your father give you this lamp, Thomas? Is that why it's important to you? It's important. Let me get closer, Thomas. I can't quite hear you. That's not why it's important. Why is it so important? Because my wife, she kept it for me. For all those years when I was taken away from here. From Pinwheel? Yes, yes. Where is she? I want to see her. Thomas, when did you last see Jean? I saw her. I'm sure. Well, you've done very well today, Thomas. I do have another item for you, though. I think this will help you remember. I mean, I hope it will. Why? I haven't seen that. Would you like me to wind it up for you? Okay, here it goes. This is so beautiful. I wish Jean was here to listen. I wish she didn't have to go so soon. Oh, Thomas. Let's listen together then, shall we?
Oh wow. Oh wow. I can't take this reaction. My eyes are watering up. I have goosebumps all over me. I'm shivering, and it's not even cold in here. My computer runs at 90 degrees Fahrenheit on average, and it's definitely not cold at all. Alright. Let the credits roll. I will give you my review of the game after playing through the entirety, personally off camera. And it's a very, very challenging game. Definitely, it's not impossible to play at all. It's definitely challenging, and there's a lot of areas where I got stuck. And to be honest, I got stuck on Portal. And Portal 2 had a couple of places where I got stuck on, which probably isn't difficult. Then again, I've gotten stuck on some games in the freaking tutorial level. Because the tutorial for me, well, then again, that's not difficult. But it's just how tutorials are in games. If you don't know what I mean, just, it's just impossible sometimes. It's easy to get stuck. I'm not gonna say you need to go out and buy this game. Only purchase a game what I would say is, if you enjoy games like Dear Esther, then go ahead and give this game a try. Wait for wait for it to come on sale. Just wait for it to come on sale if you have to, or put it on your Steam library or your PlayStation wish list. The game itself is very challenging. I enjoyed it myself. I wish that parts of it weren't very difficult. There's a couple of spots where it's like you have to, where I actually had to cheat, which is most of it. But at least with the ribbons, I didn't have to cheat. It's just a lot of wandering around. I'm glad that they've made a couple of changes between the UDK and the Unreal Engine 4 versions. And this actually uses the Unreal Engine 4 engine and not the UDK, so I will have the links in the bottom for each for where you can get it. The main website, usually I'll have a Steam link, and the GOG.com site if it is available on GOG. I think this is also available on Desura, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure if this version is or if the UDK version is. But I highly recommend. But then again, I'm not sure if it's an official link either. I haven't. As of recording, I was not able to check that. If it's not there, then it's not. It may not be this version or an official link. I don't use Desura. I only use Steam and GOG.com. That's why I put links for Steam and GOG.com. This game itself, if I cannot give it a rating, but if I had to give it a review, it has some issues with it, mostly on difficulty. It took me forever to be able to figure out how to open the damn door in the first area in the Devlin Mines. But I will say that this game for me is worth the price I paid for it, and I don't even remember how much I paid. After I did get it when it was UDK only, and then I switched over to the Unreal Engine. When they came out with Redux, they gave everybody who purchased either one before a certain date, either one Redux free of charge. So I got both of those. One of the changes that I'm actually happy that they made was they got rid of all of the, in the Institute, they got rid of all the doors. All the buttons that you could push. I think that was a good thing as well. And I guess that goes for, that's one of the things that I'm actually glad for. Another thing was when you saw me typing in at the very, very beginning of episode 1, where that keyboard popped up, I'm actually glad they did that, because the old way, there was no keyboard. You had to literally scroll through each letter like a combination wheel. A to accept, B to erase the previous letter. That was it, and it was very difficult. Had A through Z, 0 through 9, and space, and a couple of other things. As you could see, it was etchy. It was like it was challenging, especially some of the puzzles required that, and it was very difficult. So that was Ether 1. I thoroughly enjoyed Ether 1, and I really did enjoy the game. So please stay tuned for a bonus episode of Ether 1 Redux, covering exclusively the Brimcliff Mine. I will also include Projector Solutions in that video as well, which may be split up into bonus video 1, bonus vid 1, and bonus vid 2. Please stay tuned for those videos. Until then, see you next time. Bye bye.